Hey guys, welcome to the So Sad Tuesday Talk. I'm going to be filling in for Jessica. What's up? This is Lucas.
This is Nate.
Eric.
Why does Eric always sound sad every time we do the
It's
fucking
not
intro?
it's not sad. He's just like I hate being here.
He's just like, I hate you nerds. I'd rather watch ESPN.
Well, it's not gonna. That doesn't help today because we're gonna be nerding out right now.
That's true. That's
I'm
very
okay
true.
with the nerd out.
Or is he?
Well, I at least know something about what we're talking about today.
And we're not
That's
gonna
right.
be talking about the Super Bowl game that just passed.
It's
I'm going to
okay.
give a quick shout out though to my former roommate, Frankie. Congrats, Frankie, on the Eagles getting that win. And
And
he is currently in Minnesota.
oh
He
really?
lives up there. So good for Frankie. Hope you enjoyed it.
And
Yeah,
congratulations for us because Jessica lost.
Oh, yeah, she's a huge Patriots fan. So
Beyond, I'm just gonna hear excuses on Monday.
she'll be
No,
like,
she's a
like,
legit fan. She's
No,
upset about certain things. She's a
Yeah,
legit
Yeah.
fan.
she's gonna be saying like this play and that play, and
Yeah.
you should have caught it here and stuff like that. Which are fair.
It's okay, because next year, guess who's going to be in the Super Bowl?
Is it the Bengals?
Motherfucking Bengals, bitch.
Bang, motherfucking Bengals!
Let's go.
All right. So Nate, what are we talking about today?
Today, we're just going to talk about Marvel vs. DC.
Hell yeah.
How we feel about the movies, which ones are better, if your favorite heroes are Marvel or if they're DC, and why. So
Okay.
I thought that'd be a fun discussion to have today,
It feels like the so sad days on Sundays.
right?
Where you guys want to start off, just like with the movies, because I know Black Panther's coming out in what, like, not this week, but
2
next
weeks?
week.
2 weeks, yeah. That's like
Okay.
mid-February or some shit.
I thought it was like the 14th or 16th or something like that.
Yeah, like mid-February.
In February. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys gonna see that one?
Yeah, definitely.
Probably. Yeah, probably. It looks cool, like based off the trailers and stuff like that. It
Yeah.
looks like it's pretty epic.
I think I only saw like a clip of the trailer. I'm trying to like avoid trailers
Watching too
lately.
much, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to know too much about the story.
Yeah, because I feel like commercials now, they just give away too much,
Yeah, I think it's to sell it though. It's like, oh, this is what's going to be going on, but it kind of feels like it gives on too much.
Yeah, but sometimes they show key parts in the movie. Like
Yeah.
when I watched when this is when Warcraft was coming out, we saw the trailer and there was this scene in the trailer that kind of gave away the rest of the movie when you ended up watching it.
Mhm.
It was this scene where like Lothar was fighting Blackhand,
Mhm.
and like they were doing this one-on-one duel, and like they charged at each other, and Lothar slid under him and killed him. And he didn't show the
so-
whole scene, but like you already knew the scene was gonna come up, and it was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it kind of gave it away. It's like, oh, he got a good strike. He could be dead, or
Yeah,
maybe not.
it's like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know. That's how I felt like about like when I was gonna be kind of off from the superheroes, but I was gonna go watch Jumanji. I only seen like one trailer from it, but it was like really quick paced, and like I
Yeah.
went to go see the movie, and it was really good. Like it was a really good movie.
Yeah, it's just funny because I've heard a lot of people say it was really bad. So I mean, maybe I'll just watch it for myself. But
Yeah,
I
I think
liked
that,
it.
I went and saw it
did?
with Alice, and we both thoroughly enjoyed it. Do be prepared that there are some very awkward jokes, like there are penis jokes. Really? I did not see that coming. They were hilarious.
I was laughing my ass off.
That's fair.
And Ruby Roundhouse is super hot.
That's
This
true.
is very much true.
That's very
Yes.
true.
Yeah, I mean, for the movie, like I said, I didn't really go in with that much expectations for it, but like I said, there was a good set of actors in there, so I was like, oh, maybe it'll be good, and yeah, I enjoyed it. It was very entertaining, and I had a really strong laugh from it.
That's good.
So I think you'll enjoy it, Nate.
Yeah. I'm definitely not going to a theater to watch it.
No. You can wait. It's definitely worth the wait.
I'll wait.
Actually, when I went in to watch it, there were still a ton of people in the theater, and we went and saw it. I think when like 2 weekends ago, not this weekend, but the weekend before that, there were still a ton of people watching that movie.
You know, I was
fair.
gonna say the same thing because like we went like I think it was like a week and a half or two after the movie came out, and like we went to go see it, and it already sold out for one of the showings, and then we had to get another showing right away. I was like, damn, I didn't think that movie was still going that strong.
Well, I mean,
Usually a week it's like usually dying down a bit.
yeah. I mean, it's doing well,
Yeah, definitely. That's a good movie.
Yeah, like I'm looking forward to Black Panther. One thing I don't like is how political it's becoming, or how people are politicizing it. That's just my personal opinion.
Wait, how are they politicizing it?
There's like a lot of black empowerment. I mean, which is cool, but it's like
Uh,
there was a there was I forgot, someone tweeted it or put it on social media somewhere, but they were like, when this movie comes out, white folks don't come out and watch this. This is a black day or whatever to watch it. And I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
you guys realize that Black Panther was made by Stan Lee and another guy who are
Yeah.
both white. Not
Yeah.
that you can't be empowered by someone like Black Panther. I'm not saying that. It's just like
It's kind of like it's kind of keeping people like, oh, don't come watch this movie. This is for us.
it was a hero made for everyone to be inspired by. That's what superheroes were made for.
Yes, it should be segregated. It kind of sounds similar when I was listening to another podcast. It was Rooster Teeth podcast, and somebody was talking about like how they're having a showing, a women's only showing for Wonder Woman, and like people were like, oh, that's really cool. Have a showing for women, kind of everything. But people were also upset. It's like, oh, you're gonna keep people out, the guys out, because this is only a woman.
Yeah, like it was sexist or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And like I was just like, that's fine. I mean, it's kind of interesting, just like have a showing just for the ladies.
Yeah, I mean, which is cool. I mean, like, I'm not against empowerment, but it's like when you're telling people not to come because of certain reasons, it's like, okay, now you're doing too much.
Yeah, like the way they're making Black Panther, it's just like, okay, you guys are kind of doing it wrong versus saying, oh, we're just gonna have a special showing for women. It's like kind of two different things. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of see it.
I mean, I'm still gonna watch it regardless.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think it'll be a good movie. It looks good.
Yeah. It's like I haven't watched. I think I only saw like a couple clips of it, like little 2-second clips. I think I'm gonna go in pretty blind for this one.
That's fair.
The Infinity War trailer that's been coming out.
Looks good.
They showed one during the Super Bowl. That movie also looked like it's going to be really good.
Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I did watch another trailer. Oh man, that looks exciting.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Oh, hey, Dave, did you hear about the thing where like I think they mentioned it? I forgot where they mentioned it, but they were saying for like Infinity War, it's like, oh yeah, there's gonna be 40 actors all in one scene together, and then somebody's like, oh really? Have you looked over to? And they show a picture of the Power Rangers when they have all the Rangers out.
Yeah.
Start losing. I was like,
dude, I watched that scene a couple of times because it was just really cool.
I know I watched that scene like probably 3 or 4 times, and then because I watched that entire scene, I was like, this is a lot of Power Rangers I don't know about, and then I went on a whole binge as far as like, oh, when the transition for each Power Ranger series began and everything like that.
Yeah,
it was really cool. I didn't think it was that many Power Ranger series.
Yeah, there's just been a ton of them. But,
so many Power Rangers.
Right.
Tommy's been through a lot of those Rangers too.
Oh god, I've seen him like 5 times, dude.
Oh, that scene,
like in person.
Oh, in person?
Yeah, but like I've been to conventions where he's been at.
Oh, okay. You're talking about Tommy. Yeah, I got confused for a second.
Well, that's probably how he makes his money.
Yeah. Huh?
That's probably how he makes his money, because those Power Rangers probably don't make a whole lot of money from that show.
Nah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the fact that with the Power Rangers that because like they shoot some of the scenes with them in the costume, but all the other scenes of the fighting scenes are usually from Japan from the original series.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I know, right? So I was watching one of them. I think it was for the newest one for like when they did what was the newest Power Ranger they did that they brought all the Rangers together.
No, that one was the Mega Force.
Yeah,
there
so
have been
like
2 after that.
Yeah, so no, because with the Mega Force, I was like, oh, by this point they're probably making the fighting scenes all themselves. But then I watched the Japanese and like I was like, what? It's still the Japanese? They're still taking it? What?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean I saw I was watching some of those scenes.
We're bringing it to Infinity Wars. What I'm curious about is like how in some of the movies they show the Infinity Stone, like
the glove itself or just the stone?
Just the stones.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not the they showed the glove at the end of the movies if you watched them. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched it. They showed the Infinity Glove, but like they've shown there's 6 stones. I think there were 2 stones that they haven't shown. So like the Tesseract is the space stone, the blue one.
Vision has one.
Vision has stone.
The yellow
one. I forget that one is.
I think it's
like,
yeah, I think it's Lifestone.
Guardians of the Galaxy, they have the purple one. I think that one's Power.
Yeah, it's Power.
It's the Power Stone.
Was there
Doctor Strange has the green one.
Yeah, that's the one.
The Time Stone, and then the Collector
has the red one.
Has the Aether from Thor or the Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah.
Oh, he has it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the red one, right?
I thought the Collector had the purple one, but I forgot they took that back for him.
No, the purple one is now under the Nova Corps.
Yeah. It's Guardians of the
that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I know my Marvel.
Shit, you're right.
So I'm curious to see how. Now that we've seen all the stones, or know where all the stones are, I'm interested in seeing how they'll bring them
Oh,
together for the
so
glow.
yeah, the only stone they didn't reveal was the soul stone, which is it's like it's an orange one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen that one yet. So
Yeah, it's because the space was Tesseract. Mine is what's it called? Was Ultron, which
Vision.
Vision got that one. Reality Stone, it was Dark World, like Eric said.
Yeah,
Guardians
that's reality stone.
Power.
That's what it was.
Yeah, Doctor Strange was green. So yeah, Soul Stone's the only one that's missing. Ah,
So it'd be cool to see how they bring that out and how Thanos. I almost forgot his name. Holy shit!
damn, dude, you played hard on that
I know. I
thing.
was like, what? It starts
The
TH,
purple
right?
people eater.
But yeah, like
What's his face from Pawn Shop?
fucking. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they tie it all together. I'm really excited to see that.
They'll probably reveal it in the Infinity Wars.
What do you guys think about? Did you guys watch Justice League?
Justice League was terrible.
I
hated
did
it.
not see it, but I did hear mixed reviews.
Actually, I take that back. I didn't hate it. I was like, I would agree with the mixed reviews thing. Like some parts were good, some parts were bad.
Yeah. Like I feel bad because like the DC movies, like I think at the core I'm a DC fan because like I'm a huge Justice League nerd. Well, I wouldn't say huge nerd. I like that team, and I enjoyed like the Young Justice TV series and all the TV series about the Young Justice and Justice League. But it's like the movies for like Batman vs Superman was garbage.
Yeah, I watched that on a plane.
The hard part for DC to incorporate is that Superman is so OP compared to all the other characters.
Yeah.
Like in the actual Justice League movie, there's a scene where like they all a bunch of people. Well, spoilers. A bunch of the rest of the Justice League has to fight Superman, and
Yeah.
Superman's just like, "Ha! I'm stronger than all of you. All four of you can't take me down." And then Amy Adams' character shows up, and then he calms down. But still, it's like, it's not really much of a movie when one guy is more powerful than the rest of the league combined.
Yeah, but it's weird though, because like when you watch the Justice League series and like the animated movies, the cartoons, like he's just basically on par with them.
Yeah, like actually, yeah, like it seems like with the animated stuff, he seems like he has like a run for his money. But in the movies, it's like super OP. You
Yeah.
can't do anything about it. What are you gonna do?
But like even like the Man of Steel movie, that movie was trash. I
I'd
don't
say
know
it.
if you've seen that one, but like that one was.
I saw it.
Yeah,
I didn't
think-
like it. They literally blow up half of Metropolis. It looks like.
yeah, and like I feel like the story wasn't really developed that much, so like you didn't care a lot about the characters. All you knew was Superman was like hiding forever, and then he saved the world or Metropolis. That was it.
And by
Ye-
saving, we mean half of it got blown
Just
up,
thrown
and
up.
he didn't really
Yeah,
do much
destroyed.
other than beat the bad guy.
Yeah,
I was like,
I, feel- I think Marvel did a good job as far as like doing the opposite of that, where they kind of wrecked the city, and you're like, okay, they ruined this New York, but so, and then you think the movie just goes on, and just like that stuff's all taken care of. But then they show like in Spider-Man: Homecoming, which I saw recently, was a good movie, where they're like there's a cleanup crew, which kind of creates the villain because what's it called? He had a contracting job where he's going to help clean the city, and they're like, no, we're gonna. And then like I think Tony Stark, who's like had like a special task force to take care of all that stuff, got him booted out. But like it shows like it kind of shows the aftermath of all that stuff. It's not like just like left behind, not thought about.
yeah, I like how the Marvel Cineverse, like people get mad where like some of the movies aren't true to the comics, but at the same time it's kind of hard to recreate all of it specifically. So what they're doing is that they're changing it as they see fit to kind of still come up to the same conclusion. Like all the Marvel movies that have come out so far still build up to Infinity War.
Yeah.
Infinity
I
War.
personally,
Oh, go
I
ahead.
personally don't really take it as it's its own universe. It's kind of free from the comics. I mean, look at Aunt May. Aunt May's come back 3 different times,
Yeah.
and it's just like if they held everything true to the comics, then
Well, I mean-
there's certain things that are going to be lost out that wouldn't really make sense.
Well,
And
I
there's
mean,
a
like,
lot
I
that
feel
happens
like
in the comics.
when people reboot series, like with Spider-Man, for instance, like when it's Tobey Maguire, and then it was who was that other guy?
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, like I feel like they don't count because they weren't going to be a part of the Marvel movies, or like I guess Infinity War, the like Avengers series, essentially.
It was seen more of like a one-off.
Yeah.
You don't appreciate emo Peter Parker?
No,
Let's
no.
not talk about that.
Gwen Stacy.
We keep
No,
that
but
as,
you know what I mean though, like because they weren't going to be connected to the Marvel universe or Cineverse, as they call it. Those renditions don't really count.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So-
like with the old Spider-Man movies, they were kind of like more focused on Spider-Man and his world, just kind of like if it was just him. And then
Yeah.
like when you had something like Homecoming, they're like, oh, okay, we're gonna make this like because they didn't do a backstory, which is good. I mean, needs a third rendition of it in the movies, and then they're like, oh, this is somewhat related because you have somebody like what's about Iron Man coming into the movie, and it's like oh, he's connected to the the other established part of the universe, so
Hmm.
it's like it's really enjoyable to watch.
But yeah, like I'm excited to see how Infinity plays out, and I'm excited to see how like they do the other movies.
And then we're gonna see the Green Ranger come in.
Oh my god. One thing that makes me sad though, because one of my favorite characters of all time is Spawn. He was supposed to be, well, he wasn't supposed to, but like the
Um,
creator worked for Marvel for a long time. But then this is in the era when like people didn't know how to compensate like the comic creators. So he left Marvel Studios and made his own studio, and then he made Spawn. And it would have been super cool to see Spawn in the Marvel verse, the Marvel
yeah,
Cineverse. That'd been
yeah.
super cool.
He's such an interesting character, and it's like probably to me as far as like when it comes to superheroes or anti-heroes or any of that stuff, Spawns has a really interesting backstory.
Interesting backstory, and then like what he becomes nuts. Like what he's capable to do is fucking nuts.
Because I didn't know there was two renditions of Spawn. I thought because there's the original Spawn character, and then they had somebody else take up the mantle who Spawn was, and I
Yeah,
forgot the name of the guy was. I was like, I didn't know there was two. And like as far as like all this stuff Spawn goes through, as far as like his character and just like who he fights, and it's like, damn,
and then like what he achieves. Like
yeah, what he achieves.
the dude kills God,
I
and then
know.
becomes God. Like what other fucking superhero or hero or anyone in any like comic do you know can do that?
Yeah, it's like with Spawn, he feels like he's very unique and really just really fleshed out as a character.
Yeah. It's funny because
I,
I saw a death battle between Kratos, the God of War,
that
versus
that was
Spawn,
that was
and
a mean battle.
I was like, Spawn's gonna win this, even though Kratos kills God, but like he fought the Greek gods,
Ye-
and it's like they're specialized in certain areas, but like he kills more or less Zeus, or Spawn kills more or less Zeus. Well, I
Yeah.
guess it's fair because Kratos does kill Zeus in the
Yeah,
series.
yeah, he has very like I think that it was for the most part because that was early Death Battle, so they saw like a lot of things that were similar between Kratos and Spawn. So they're like, oh yeah, this would be a good battle. And then, like you think about it now, it's like that was a crew battle to give Kratos.
Yeah, that was super unfortunate.
Yeah, because were they talking about for like a long time? I'm not sure if it's still going on now that there was gonna be a Spawn movie that was in talks.
I don't know if that was recent.
No, this is like I think it was like like a year or two ago when I was hearing about that. Like, oh, we're gonna bring Spawn back, and I'm like, oh,
Oh,
please do.
I don't know. That'd be super sick if they did, but I don't know.
I'd go watch it. You know, a lot of people go
Oh
watch
yeah,
that.
and hell, I'll watch the fuck out of that. Like I watched
That's,
the fuck out of Warcraft.
I know. I was gonna say this could be Warcraft all over again.
But yeah,
Getting your nerd on.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
fucking Moses.
oh Jesus.
Goes for Jessica.
Yeah, like, cause you know how Marvel, going back to Marvel by the way,
Yeah.
like, I'm just interested to see how, cause with the Marvel universe, it's easy for them to make movies for their heroes. They're gonna make money off of them, and they're gonna be a good production for the most part. Like Doctor Strange was really good, and pretty much all the Marvel movies were good, right? But then when you look at the history of DC, the only movie that was good was Wonder Woman.
I haven't
So
even seen the Wonder Woman movie, and I heard some
yeah,
really
It
good
was
stuff
good.
about that.
it was literally
was
the
good.
best one in the
Yeah.
series. And
Yeah.
it makes me wonder how they're going to put in the new characters, or I guess the other teammates of the Justice League, like Green Lantern, the Flash. Like have a Flash movie for himself, pretty much.
Man, I really wanted the Flash to be good because like that's probably one of my favorite characters out of the DC universe.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
just like, oh, go ahead.
DC kind of already fucked up because they put a lot of those characters that they should have made movies for the actual into the actual Justice League. Like the Flash, if the Flash had had his own movie, or Aquaman would have
Yeah,
had his own movie before it came out, I think it would have been a lot better. But they actually had to do the origin stories during the Justice League movie, and it's like, ugh.
yeah, and it's just like I feel like I didn't watch it, but I feel like they just rushed it when they should have just done the backstories and then Justice League, specifically for Flash and Aquaman. Well, yeah, I guess even Batman because like you don't know too much of, I guess, this Ben Affleck's Batman's life. I mean, everyone knows Batman's life, but you don't get to see how he portrays him and get to actually get to connect with the character like you did with Christian Bale did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they could have done that honestly, because Christian Bale's Batmans were really quality movies, not because they were Batman movies, but because they were just quality movies in themselves.
Hmm.
And if they had tried to make it into more of a superhero tie-in kind of movie, I don't think the quality would have been as high.
Or the story wouldn't have been the same. Yeah, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. It wouldn't have been as good of a movie because the Christian Bale Batman movies themselves were great, I think, because DC did not get as involved. Whereas with the Justice League, they're more involved and their fingerprints are all over it.
Yeah, because the thing is like when you watch the Man of Steel, because you knew the guy in the Man of Steel was going to be in Justice League, but it's just like that movie was just so bad, you know, and like you didn't like the character. The movie moved kind of fast, and like you didn't get to get intimate or understand a lot of characters, and it's just like when they went to Batman vs Superman, it was like I already don't give a shit about any of these characters. And then the movie's bad itself, so it's like I don't want to look forward to the other movie, you know?
Yeah, it's just kind of weird for like DC too. It's just like they're really good as far as like doing like pretty dark and heavy subjects. Like as far as like with the animated stuff, like I've seen some of this stuff. It's like this is not for me to watch. Like when I was younger, because like I would
Hmm.
watch those things. Like it would be like Young Justice, even like what's it called? Teen Titans would hit some like very heavy
Dark
stuff.
places, yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird because you think that would translate pretty decently into like a movie, but I mean, I don't know. It seems like it was kind of lost on a lot of the like
Teen Titans
man stuff.
was a great show, and I think they missed
So
out when they did not start when they stopped making it that high quality. Because apparently the new Teen Titans one is trash.
It's
I
Teen
haven't
like
Titans
watched it.
Go is a
it's fucking
ugh.
it's like little it's literally like a little kid show.
It is. And
You
it's just
know?
like when I heard like, oh, we're coming out with the new Teen Titans, I was like, oh hell
Yeah.
yeah! And
Like
then you see it, it's
Justice
just like,
League, the original cartoon was really good. Young Justice was fucking amazing. I really recommend you guys to watch it on Netflix.
mhm.
And Teen Titans, you know, the first rendition was just really good too. Those are three quality shows. That's why I like the whole Justice League or DC, because those shows were so good, you know?
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
just like to see them try to build up to the Justice League movies and see how bad they're doing. Like Wonder Woman being the only good movie out of the
yeah. It's
series of
sad to see
movies.
because you want like you. I kind of like I want the DC movies to be good because like they have a really good like round of heroes they can like get the series going with. It just seems like they just do not portray them that well.
Yeah, I feel like they're just in it for the monies. Well, I mean, what most companies are. But it's like because of that aspect, it's kind of like we just want to put out the movie and see how much money it can make. You know. And
Yeah,
I guess you
versus
can
like
say the same thing with Marvel because you know there are a lot of holes in Marvel movies, but like you know they're just gonna be good anyways.
yeah,
You know.
like I watch Marvel movies like it's just like oh no, I know I'm gonna be entertained. And it's gonna be a good movie versus like because like when I watch I'm sorry I'm gonna say this when I watch Suicide Squad I was just like this is just all kind of wrong of a movie. I thought this was gonna be a good movie
Yeah.
and when I
Suicide
watched
Squad
it
was a hot mess, especially the storyline between like Harley Quinn and the Joker. That was a hot
yeah
fucking mess.
that was so weird to have them have a relationship together like that.
Jared Leto was really
He
he
he was
wasn't
trying.
he was trying. I'll give him that. It didn't hit the mark for me, you know.
Well, there were a
Yeah,
lot of bad stories about the script and casting and the agent, or not the agents, the writers and stuff,
yeah, and a lot of
Yeah.
and the
reshoots on top of
director
that.
going into the actual movie itself. And it's like there were times where the actors themselves had come out and said, "Yeah, we don't really know what our script's going to be until we do it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot, and then
That's
like Jared Leto was coming. I was like, we shot a lot more stuff, and that was left out of the movie. It's like it's just a lot of stuff.
yeah, I just the DC movies are so disappointing. I'm hoping they do better, you know, if they decide to continue it, which I think they will, because you know
Oh,
they're going to.
oh, oh yeah, Nate. So I was looking into it just to get off topic again for Spawn. So they said the creator, which was Todd McFarlane's, gonna direct the movie himself for Spawn, which
Oh,
is
dude,
good.
that's sick.
Which is good. And they said they don't have an official release date, but there's a script in the works. The target year is probably 2019, 2020. It seems like.
Oh, dude, that's sick. Oh, it's gonna be so dark though.
Yeah, but they
Like the
said I guess he said he's going to be working with the people who made Get Out and Split, director or their studio.
oh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, and so yeah, even he's even quoting. He's like, yeah, this is not going to be a superhero movie. This is going to be very dark and heavy.
Yeah, because like the beginning of Spawn is super dark. Like it's
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah. Was it? What it came out like what 1997? Was that the old one?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Late
that one
90s,
was like,
yeah.
and like the dad. I remember the dad like died. And he tried to have a normal life even when he was Spawn. I was like, wow, this is. I gotta watch that movie again. Actually, it's been a long time.
Yeah, the comic. I read a lot into the comic. I didn't get to read all of it because it's so long. But like, the beginning is just it's fucked up.
I don't know. Yeah, I just hope like with DC they'll eventually find their footing somewhere, or if they don't, then yeah, that there's no going to be no cinematic universe for them.
Yeah, it's. I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's hard to recover even now. You know.
Yeah, it's just like because like I think it seems like it's. I mean, like the main heroes, like as far as we know, as far as with the Justice League or with like the Avengers, like those are the popular ones and we know them. But it seems like I'm not sure. It might just be me. I like the characters that you don't really know that much about. Like when they announced Black Panther and Guardians of the Galaxy having movies, I was like, I don't know about these ones,
Yeah.
and they're really interesting characters
Hmm.
because the mainstream is like Iron Man, Superman, Batman, all those guys, and it's just kind of nice seeing a change in pace.
So
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed like Guardians of the Galaxy movies because they're funny and they're fun, and it's kind of outside the box from the normal like Captain America or Iron Man.
Yeah.
It's space.
What I think is going to be interesting to see if they'll tie in Deadpool into the actual like Marvel Cinematic Universe. Maybe not as a main character, but kind of as like Easter eggs and stuff like that.
yeah,
Please let him in.
Because he is a Marvel character. Like he is in the Avengers at certain points of time. So I just think it'd be hilarious if they actually like had him do Easter eggs, just kind of show up, do his thing, and then leave.
Well, at least Sony loosened up their grips on Spider-Man, so it might not be impossible. But then they say, who's Deadpool owned by? As far as I forgot, I think it was like shoot, I forgot who owns the title for them because I know like it's the same as for the Fantastic Four. I think it's like Fox or something.
Yeah, I think it's Fox.
Well, when Disney bought out Fox, I think.
Yeah.
And so Disney now owns that stuff, so we could see Fantastic Four, Wolverine, X-Men, all of that stuff coming into the Marvel universe now.
Oh,
Well, I heard that
geez.
so they did sell to Disney, but Fox still has distribution rights to Fantastic Four. So I think
okay.
there's a problem with trying to put Fantastic Four. That and the fact that they fucked up that reboot.
Oh, so bad.
That
I
movie
didn't
was-
watch it, but
Reboot
I-
one more time.
Huh?
Reboot one more time.
third
Please.
time's the charm. That's what we got. Homecoming, it worked.
Well, the sad thing is, like, I actually like the actors they chose for the reboot.
Oh
But
yeah,
the movie itself was bad. Like Kate Mara, Michael B. Jordan. I almost said Michael Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. Like, I like those actors, but like the movie was bad.
this is for the second reboot.
Yeah, it was for the second reboot. I mean, even the first rendition, it wasn't the greatest, but like it was still cool. It was
Come
fun.
on, you don't love Jessica Alba? As
Yeah,
the
Jessica Alba
Invisible
wasn't it? Yes, I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
but like the movies, they weren't the greatest thing in the world.
Woman? You don't
Yeah,
like
this-
Captain America as the Human Torch?
Oh my God. Yeah, that was funny. Like I was thinking about that when like the first Avengers came out. Like they were talking about Fantastic Four, collaborates with the Avengers, but it's just like, wait, Captain America is the Human Torch. How
How
the
you
fuck
gonna
does
do
that
that?
work?
Yeah.
Does he like take off? Like if he gets, if his shield gets knocked away, does he just say flame on and turn into
I
fucking
would
Johnny?
personally, I would personally love if there's a scene where they meet up with the Fantastic Four, and like he catches on fire, he puts himself out, and he goes, "Huh, well, I thought it was the Human Torch for a minute."
Oh, yeah, that'd be hella
No.
funny.
That would
Like-
be like the best Easter egg.
Yeah,
Oh,
like if he
yeah,
walked
it-
out of a fire too, he's like, "Oh man, it's hot in here," make
Maybe
like
you-
an Easter egg joke.
It'd be just as good as far as like if like you see Chris Evans like switch in between the characters, and he's like, no, we can't be the same people. You never see us in the same room together.
It'd be funny if like, so you have Chris Evans as Captain America, and then you have him as a Human Torch, and like they while he's in flames, but then like they put him next to each other and just look at each other, and like they give this weird like why do you look familiar look, you know what I mean?
Oh
Or they
my
do the
God.
Spider-Man thing where the two Spider-Mans are pointing at each other.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that'd be hella funny.
it's imposter.
Like that shit would be hella funny, like legitimately.
He would just be what's it called, Captain Torch at that point,
Captain Torch.
which
Dude, that'd be
means
sick.
Well, I guess that's better than
which
the Human
means
America.
he could be Ghost Rider's brother, cousin.
I love that.
Nicolas Cage be in this MCU.
No,
no.
no Nicolas Cage.
I like Nicolas Cage, but no.
You like Nicolas Cage? He's just a meme now.
I have mixed
Well, he's a
feelings with Nicolas
meme
Cage.
now, but like I liked his movies back then. You know.
Did
Yeah,
you
you
like
re-
Con Air where his long flowing locks were blowing in the breeze?
Oh my God.
I still like
Good.
him in National Treasure. Well, the first one. The rest were
You-
trash.
Do you remember in I know you saw Community?
Of course.
Remember they had the class for Nicolas Cage strictly,
Oh, yeah.
and it makes Ahmed just go insane.
Insane. I like Nicolas freaking Cage.
Yeah, he did a good impersonation of him.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ghost Rider. I'm hoping for it.
I'm just imagining still like Captain America and the Human Torch. Like if Chris Evans like had a dual personality, or like who put his shield on fire and then throw it.
Oh
That'd be
my
sick.
God, the flaming shield of justice.
Oh my god.
That'd be sick. Like he'd throw his shield and yell "flame on," and then it would go on fire. Dude, that'd be sick.
Oh my gosh.
Quick question. So, moving some thoughts on what else we want to see kind of in the Marvel, because I think we already covered in the DC universe. We want to see like Aquaman and Flash movies, but what characters do we want to see from the Avengers being made,
Ooh.
trying to like slide into the Avengers series?
Heroes wise, I gotta think about that. Because there's a lot of heroes, and or can it just be anyone in general? As far as
Yeah, like
Okay.
for example, I did not see Doctor Strange becoming part of the Avengers, but
Right.
that's big now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see Adam Warlock. That'd be interesting.
I would want the Taskmaster to kind of
Yeah.
have something.
I wish they would do enemy movies like from the perspective of like the enemy. I think
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
It's something about like villains that it's just more interesting to listen about them.
Yeah, like
'cause,
if they did a
oh,
backstory to Thanos, that'd be sick.
Oh no! Oh Nate, for Doctor Doom, they need one, like a
Oh
good
my
one.
God, yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. If they get the production rights for Fantastic Four and they did a Doctor Doom kind of movie, I think that would be pretty legit.
Yeah, because I think that was a toss around idea I heard as far as like for movies being like down the pipeline, but like I said, it had to be like really well produced as far as who's writing.
I
on
still
it.
want to see a Loki movie.
I wouldn't
No
mind.
lie. Like I know
No,
the
no, I
fans
wouldn't mind.
would love it, but getting an actual Loki movie I think would be really interesting because they're building on his character so much in the past Thor movies.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He always shows up. So I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind a Loki movie to be honest. Yeah. I don't know. Either Doctor Doom or like Taskmaster for me for sure. If it was like a villain. Well, Taskmaster's not really a villain. He's kind of like in the Deadpool realm, huh?
Yeah. He's just like, I guess the wild card
Yeah, he's just
or
kind
X
of like
Factor or whatever. You know, he's like he just does his own thing. He doesn't give a shit about anybody.
who's oh, what's it called? The Venom movie's coming out too sometime soon.
Oh
Dude, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm gonna see that movie because Venom is such a good character.
I want to see, and I'm sad because like anyone who grew up around Spider-Man or who knows Spider-Man like a fair amount should know who Carnage is.
Exactly, and
And,
people
like-
are
Oh, go ahead.
like, sorry, no, I was gonna say as far as like, it has to be Carnage. You have to put Carnage in that
Yeah,
movie as
like-
a villain.
There was I forget who I was talking to, but like they're like, yeah, Spider-Man's a cool movie. I'm like, yeah, I wish they would do a movie about Carnage though, because we already seen Venom, and they go, who's Carnage? And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
I don't know who Carnage is.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
He had to repeat it.
Okay, you really
Go
don't
ahead.
know who Carnage is?
Go for it.
Okay, so you know the symbiote that Venom has. So
Oh, is he the red one?
Yeah,
yes.
he's the red one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Carnage
that symbiote goes to, I think it's like another version of it. I forget, but like
So
he goes to this serial killer, and it makes him the strongest being like ever, and he just kills people. He's
Yeah,
already
'cause
in the mind of a serial killer. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So he goes and killing sprees. It's fucking
because
nuts.
I think the way the Carnage starts is because I think Venom spawned another symbiote after
Hmm.
getting Eddie Brock or something like that,
Yeah.
and then he gets I forgot who the guy. I forget the guy who's Carnage.
I forget the guy's name, but he's like a serial killer. Like he's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
So basically, yeah, it basically just kind of like the symbiote adapts to its
Personality.
host. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
personality.
Like
And
that's why
yeah,
Venom is like kind of crazy because the guy that it goes on, he's slightly crazy, but like Carnage, the serial killer, is a whole nother level. you know?
oh, I just remember who the murderer is. His name was Cletus.
Yes, that's it.
Cletus Cassidy. That's who it was.
Yeah, like oh my god, like my brother gave me some Carnage comics. Like it's like a 4 set, and I would read through it, and I'm like, Carnage is fucking nuts. Like this Cletus dude is crazy.
Let's go. And then he just like pretty much just terrorizes both Venom and Peter.
Yeah,
at the
he
same
doesn't give a fuck.
Nope.
He's like, I'm just gonna kill you guys because
Okay.
that's what I do.
Okay, I got a question for you, Nate and Eric too. Did you guys ever play the PlayStation Spider-Man game?
Nope.
I played the one on the N64 that freaked me the fuck out because I was young and didn't know what I was doing. Because there was a level where like you had to chase Venom through like the sewers, and it was dark and spooky, and I got spooked out.
Oh, you did. Wait. Hold
No,
on.
no, no, it was the Killer Croc. Oh no, fucking what was the crocodile dude? Oh, Jesus.
I know who it is. I know. He kind of helps Peter, and he kind of does his own thing.
Yeah, well that guy. I was chasing him in the sewers and it freaked me out because, like I said, it
Oh
was
fuck!
spooky.
It's the. I know what you're talking about. It's the one from the second
Second
Andrew
movie.
Garfield Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
right?
Oh, isn't it Killer Croc?
That's Batman.
Lizard Man.
Lizardman? Is it just Lizardman?
Killer Croc is Batman.
Yeah.
Oh
Killer
shit!
Croc.
I got mine mixed
That's
up.
why I said
He
I was
was in
like,
Suicide Squad too.
Oh yeah, okay, I got mixed up.
but yeah. So that freaked me out. Then I played the one for the PS2. I think it was Spider-Man 3. It was like kind of open world. I think it was like one of the first versions of open world next to like, I don't know, GTA, Grand Theft Auto.
Hey Nate, I'm sending you something as far as the picture. I'm trying to just recognize that.
I've seen, yeah, I played this one on N64.
Okay. Oh, so that one was on N64 too?
Yeah.
Okay. I played it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Because
I
remember
couldn't
the
get
scene-
past the fucking sewer part. It's too spooky, man.
Man, I couldn't get past like two parts. One because you get a lot of chase scenes in that game,
Yeah.
and one of them was you had to escape this helicopter because they were coming after you or something like that. So you're jumping between buildings, but the helicopter blows up the towers really quickly, so you're almost falling half the time. And then you got to climb up a building, and the thing's shooting at you, so you got to dodge him as you're climbing.
Yeah.
It is pretty difficult. And like another one was shoot, it was with the Scorpion, and you have to beat him from getting to Jonas. What's his name? Jonas Jameson. I can't think of his name. It's Spider-Man's boss. It's Peter Parker's boss.
Yeah.
Jonas Jameson or something.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So and you
Something like
yeah
that.
yeah you had to race him to basically save him. And Scorpion was hella fast for some reason.
I remember in the third one for the PS2, I would there was a fight where you had to fight Rhino, and like I kept fucking up because I didn't know what I was doing. But eventually, like, I beat him up. But like one thing that was funny about the game was that like I felt like I was an asshole because like you know how you can combo enemies. I would toss them in the air, combo in the air, and then before they landed on the ground, web them, throw them back up, jump up, and keep comboing them. Like I would try to juggle them to see how long I could juggle them. And I'm like, I'm such an asshole for this.
What is this? A Dynasty Warriors game?
Pretty much. It's like this guy was robbing someone, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna jug you in the air like for 30 hits, whatever.
Damn. Right. Get wrecked.
Yeah, I would really like to see from Marvel or any Marvel or DC, whatever, like the villain side of the movies.
I feel like I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it definitely can go that direction eventually. Like because the superheroes, I mean, superheroes are gonna have their weaknesses, and there's plenty of them. But it's just like I said before, like villains are just more appealing because it's just a grittier background for them that
Yeah,
you don't
and
really
you get
get
to
that much from.
see why they became who they are. You
Yeah,
know?
like yeah, when you have a like with Doctor Doom, he became like he has two renditions of why he becomes Doctor Doom.
Yeah. Like I would love to see like how Joker became fucked up as he is. That'd be super cool
Yeah,
to watch.
yeah, and
Well,
they have comics that cover that.
Yeah, but like I want to see it become a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. What are you gonna say, Eric?
he doesn't really have a lot of backstory. Like officially, they don't really even know his official name.
Yeah, but it'd
Oh,
be cool if they just like could kind of like make one. You know what I mean? Just to give
not
some
Jared,
origin story.
not with Jared Leto. Just saying.
Oh hell no! Please no.
Rip Heath Ledger.
Uh, he would have done a good job to do it.
Like even Suicide Squad when they did Deathstroke. Was it Deathstroke?
What? No, I don't think Deathstroke was in that movie.
No, the one who
Deadshot.
yeah,
Deadshot.
Deadshot. Like that backstory was like I
It
feel like it was
was
half-assed.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I became a merc. That's it. Like it was like, well, okay, what's
Yeah.
yeah, it's half-assed pretty much.
And then he became a hero at the end. It's like, all right, I guess.
Anti-heroes. It's just good. I mean, is there anything else you want to see from like Marvel or DC in general, as far as like movies or TV shows? I feel like TV shows have been doing just a decent job.
And
Yeah,
they have
the
the Netflix series too, and those have been doing pretty well too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
except,
want to see how the
except,
Defenders join the Avengers. That'd be cool.
except Iron Fist. Just saying.
Well, I mean, like I want to see those characters, but like obviously that show was bad.
Yeah, because it seems like with the Defenders, they're loosely linking it to the what's called Marvel movies.
Yeah, I mean, like it's funny. People liked Luke Cage, but like I had problems with Luke Cage.
Really? Because I thought Luke Cage was really good. Like, I'm not saying it was well done or they did a great job, but I thought it was just kind of like it was interesting. But the only problem I had with it, like one criticism, was getting rid of the original villain, which was Cottonmouth.
Yeah,
I thought he was a great villain, and then they kind of like got rid of him. He's like, oh, spoilers. This is my half brother. He's now the villain. He was just not good.
oh, you mean
Like they make the reveal like that's his brother. He tells him that he's his brother.
the guy who he ends up fighting at the very very end of the series?
Oh yeah, that like lame fight they
That-
have in the streets.
Was it Cottonmouth or was it Diamondback? Or
Diamondback is his brother. Cottonmouth was just was the underlings of Diamondback.
Oh yeah, but yeah. I want to see how if they can tie the Defenders into the Avengers. I think that'd be cool.
At least like a cameo.
Yeah, definitely.
Or- Yeah,
Like
or
they
the
just run past each other in the streets of New York.
oh shit, there they are. That's Luke Cage. I saw his bald head.
Like the Defenders will be fighting like on the ground, the small guys, and then overhead they see Captain America, Iron Man, the Hulk, and Defenders are like, oh shit, they're real.
Was it ever mentioned that the Defenders were gonna make an appearance in the Infinity Wars, or it's just like nah?
Probably not,
I-
since they're trying to fit everyone else in it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true.
Because
Yeah,
there's
they
a
have
lot of
people.
people in the Avengers.
I mean, because like franchise-wise, it's just like what Thor, Hulk, the Guardians, Doctor Strange, and all them.
Yeah, but there's a timeline, like a picture timeline that they put out,
Yeah.
so that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that's another thing. I would probably say for another podcast, but like the timeline for between Spider-Man and the what's it called, from the first Avengers movie to like Spider-Man, because like it says like something like 4 or 5 years later. Or, I think it was even more than that. Like the timeline's kind of strange for me.
It'd be funny if like, how Spider-Man: Homecoming, he's like super young.
Yeah.
It'd be all funny if like, how you said they're doing one where it's like 4 or 5 years later down the line, and I guess from his timeline, like the kid becomes Tobey Maguire.
I was gonna say something similar but different. You just see Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield just walking past him or some shit. He's like,
Why you look
"Oh,
familiar?
yeah, that kid's gonna do great things out there." Oh,
that'd be
I would love
funny.
to see them. Just give me what's it called, Tobey Maguire. I'll be happy. Have a little cameo for
Or
him.
they'll just be sitting there talking with Stan Lee.
Oh yeah.
Did you see?
Oh, he'd
did
be
you
like-
guys see,
Oh, go ahead.
no, you guys see Homecoming yet?
Yes.
No.
Okay, well, like, it's not. It was like a Stanley cameo pretty much every time, but he's like arguing with the people because like I think Peter like gets somebody stuck to a car. He's like, "Oh, just give him like 4 or 5 hours. The cops say or something." He's just arguing with everybody in the street.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh man. Oh man. You want to wrap it up from here?
yeah, we can wrap up.
All right. Any last thoughts on the well, superhero movies in general?
I hope DC does better because I like Justice League. I'm a huge Young Justice fan, and I would like to see how they, can or how they, if they do decide to make it, how they do it.
I would like to see more villain movies.
Team Marvel.
Team Marvel. Okay.
Team Justice. Sorry,
well.
I can't.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in for the So Sad Tuesday talk. Gotta get used to that saying that. Not saying so sad. But thank you everybody for tuning in for this podcast. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week. SSTTBB.
No.
Good night.
No.
Good night.
Good night.
BB.